Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kwingo Talks. My name's Andy, and in this video I talk to you about WestFalia Miniatures. Hello all you lovely bunch of people, and welcome once again. Like I say, I know it's been a while. Things have been a little bit crazy here, so just bear with me. I know it's been a while since I posted anything up. It's just because we've had a lot of stuff going on here in the house and getting loads of stuff sorted. But I'm hopefully going to be back, and these are going to be more regular. So this is kind of a little bit of a video about something that I've been interested in for a while. It all started probably in about December time. I got a Secret Santa along with some of my friends in the Chilling Wargamers Discord. We all cobbled together and thought, yep, this is going to be a cool idea. We're going to do it and we'll see what happens. And some of the miniatures I got, I was just blown away. Whoever it was, thank you very much. And yeah, I just wanted to know a little bit more about some of the miniatures. So I had a chat on the Discord just to see if anybody knew anything about it, and I was pointed in the direction of WestFalia Miniatures. So I was a little bit intrigued to know a little bit more. So I started messaging them on your social medias, and luckily they were a really lovely bunch of guys, and they decided to have a little bit of a chat with me. So here's just a little video about what I found out, and I hope you enjoy. And yeah, well, let's get things started. So what do you do when you find out about a new miniature model maker? Well, first thing you do is you load up Google and you type in the name of that. So I did just that. I went to WestFalia Miniatures website and I had a little nosy around. So the first question that I asked them when I came to them having a chat with me was, what is WestFalia? How did it come about? What's it about, kind of thing. So the first thing they said was that WestFalia had originated about 10 years ago. The guy that I spoke to was called Kaveh. He's a lovely chap. And he basically said that whilst WestFalia Classic has been around for quite a while and they've got some partners and stuff, 3D printing and STL creation has definitely kicked off in the past, couple of years or so. Kaveh is in charge of marketing alongside his buddy Greg, who's in charge of all the technical aspects. They're a group of guys working on some great miniatures, as you can see in this video, and I hope to get their name out there with some exciting projects ahead. And like I say, as you can see from these miniatures, they are not messing about. Some of these miniatures are really, really nice. Some of the nicest miniatures that I've ever seen. Anyway, yeah, so then we moved on to some of the WestFalia 3D stuff in particular. Their halflings are some of my favourite models. They've just got such character. Yeah, I mean, these are just some of the coolest models. And as you can see, they are really good quality as well. The halflings are just so adorable, but at the same time, they've definitely. I mean, look at this guy. Look at his little wings and stuff that's coming up. He's just ridiculous, but amazing at the same time. So yeah, that was kind of the first question that I asked. What's WestFalia? What are they all about? Kind of thing. Yeah, so then we moved on to talking about, how did they come into the hobby? How did it start, kind of thing? What were their own influences? And Kaveh remembered a diorama he'd seen at his local miniature store in the late 70s. And he was just talking about, it had skeletons and knights on it fighting each other. And he said from that moment on, he was just hooked. And yeah, they started making minis about 10 years ago, traveling a lot for jobs where they couldn't pack paints and things. So Kaveh, alongside another guy called Paul Hicks, who's another sculptor, they decided to get a few miniatures made up. And the rest, as they say, is history. So yeah, it was really cool just to get a little bit of insight about them. Just a little bit about their personal why they got into the hobby and stuff, which I thought was really cool and a nice personal touch. So moving on from this, we then started talking about their Patreon site that they've set up, which is called One Gold Piece, and just had a little bit of a chat about that. So basically, they just wanted a way to easily showcase some of the models that they've been working on over the past months and years. And what better way to do that than to set up their own Patreon page? And it gives them just a little bit, a little snippet of what they've been working on. So it's really, really cheap. I've signed up. It's only £1 a month. And like I say, you go through on a month by month basis, and they usually show off a little preview about what they're going to release. And then when it comes to the actual release, you get access to the actual 3D STL files that they've got available, that you can download. And if you've got 3D printers at home, you can print them off. And it's just a really easy, nice, cheap way of getting some of these amazing high quality miniatures out to the wider audience and just get their name out there. I can't wait to get some of these printed off. I've got a couple of projects lined up, and I seriously cannot wait to get them printed and painted up, because I think they're going to look really, really awesome. One in particular in this list that you're seeing here, I cannot wait to get. So yeah, it was just a little bit of info about One Go Piece. They're really excited about it. It's a good way for them to promote the miniatures that they're creating. They said it's a good platform. It's monthly, so they're not too struggling and stressed out about things. They can just release a little snippet of what they've been working on a month by month basis. So they said it's really good, and it's a great way to promote themselves a little bit more. So yeah. So moving on from the Patreon, we then started talking about their Kickstarter that they are hopefully going to be releasing in April. Now, whilst unfortunately I didn't get a name for this, I asked them if they could share any more details on it, and as you can see, they've sent me some of the proof of concepts and some artwork that they've been working on, and oh my god, it just looks so cool, right? They said that it's very loosely based on pop culture icons that they like, but they're trying hard to give things a unique twist. When the Kickstarter arrives, there'll be a couple of armies and factions, but with a lot of bits included and additional bits and some stretch goals and other stuff that they're going to add to it as well. And for some keen-eyed people there, you can see that some of it is, yes, definitely heavily influenced by some TV shows that may or may not have been on recently. But yeah, I mean, just look at these. They just look so cool. I especially love the jetpack little dwarf halfling guys that were flying about. They look ridiculous, and I cannot wait for this Kickstarter to get started. So yeah, we just got a little bit of info on that. Not a lot, unfortunately, but hopefully I'll be getting some more updates from them, and maybe even a little cheeky concept model from them. So I'm super mega excited to be getting that. And yeah, they were just really nice, just talking about their plans. They all seem really excited about it. So once I get some more info, I will let everybody know what's coming up. So to finish, I asked for just some advice, really, for anyone looking to get into the industry themselves, be it setting up a Kickstarter or miniature creating. Do they have any tips? And Kaveh's advice was to have a solid financial backing that is not hobby related, not to put a down on things. But he said for the first 6 years, he was still working in his day job before he gave that up to focus on WestFalia itself. He was still working, and it wasn't easy, as he had a megaton of unexpected expenses, and a single unreliable caster can blow up such a small joint. So I think the advice was just to, don't go in guns a-blazing at the start. Just take your time with it, and if you find that you've got a little bit of a niche, and you feel like, this could progress, then eventually transition into making it a full-time thing. Don't just go in and straight away kind of thing. He also said that Kickstarter is great, but what really matters is a solid following. People that keep buying your stuff because they like the minis and the company, rather than casual customers who just go, oh, that looks cool, I'll get that. It's building up that fan base, I think, was his main point. So yeah, that was really cool, and I really appreciate the time that they brought out into it. So yeah, that was my final question to them. So there you have it, guys. That was my little bit of an interview with WestFalia Miniatures. I am super mega excited to get started on some of the miniatures that I've already got, and hopefully in the future I'll be getting some more stuff from them. They seem like a really cool bunch of guys, and I cannot wait to get a little bit more info on their Kickstarter, which looks ridiculous. I've still signed up to their Patreon, so they've just released their February release stuff. And what I'll do is I'll put a link to all of the websites, the Westfalia and the Patreon, the One Go Piece Patreon, down in below. Yeah, so if this is something that you like, just make sure to hit that like button and give me a subscription. And thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next one.